Welcome back to the channel. It's been over a year, and what better way to start it than to do a detailed install on my second gen Subaru Crosstrek. But before I start, I'd like to give you a little 4-on-1 about ASFIR 4x4 and what they provide for our vehicles. Based in Israel, ASFIR 4x4 is a global off-road vehicle parts manufacturer founded by retired Israeli Special Forces veterans who have a strong passion for off-roading. Made from high-quality quarter-inch thick aluminum, they provide the thickest Subaru Crosstrek skid plate on the market to date. Using high-tech laser scanning, the skid plates were designed to correlate with the current vehicle structure and protect critical underbody components from trail damage without sacrificing minimum ground clearance. Weighing in at a hefty 44 pounds altogether, the extra thickness and coverage amounts to overall protection and complements the undercarriage very well. Installation is a snap. If you can remove a splash guard, you can easily replace it with ASFIR 4x4 skids with ease. Unfortunately, I won't be showing you the install of the engine skid plate. However, ASFIR 4x4 has you covered on their channel. Click the link on the description for more details. Tools and equipment required for this installation are 13 and 17 millimeter wrenches, your choice of deep or short sockets, which consists of 13, 14, and 17 millimeters, an extension, ratchet, the choice of a cordless drill or ratchet, breaker bar, torque wrench, last but not least, since we're working on the car, safety glasses. First step is to get the vehicle in the air. I'm using rhino ramps, but you can use whatever you have. Locate the transmission cross member situated behind the CVT. Under there, you will find 5 nuts. Remove the center 2 using the breaker bar and 14 millimeter socket, and then remove it by hand. Take the transmission skid aft bracket and position it where you just removed those nuts, correlating the 2 holes with the studs. Install the nuts hand tight, and to make sure you have it the right way, the bottom of the bracket will be facing forward towards the CVT. We will grab the larger washers, M8 lock nuts, 2 M8 bolts, and 2 pocket washers. Go back to your aft bracket and pre-assemble the pocket washer with the M8 bolt, like so. And this will be positioned under the skid plate as such. And then you're going to take the M8 lock nut and large washer and place it on top of the aft bracket. Now, using a friend or yourself, bring the skid plate up. You're going to take that pre-assembled pocket washer and M8 bolt and slip it through the hole. Make sure it's aligned. I'm going to do it one-handedly, showing off my aircraft mechanic skills. Repeat the step for the other set of hardware and make sure to leave it hand tight. For the final pieces of hardware, you're going to take the split washer as well as the flat washers and place it over the M8 bolts, like so. Then we're going to grab the remote nut bracket, locate this slot at the back side of the cross member jack plate, position the remote nut bracket like so, lift up the skid plate, leave your hand there to keep it in place while you install the bolts. Take caution not to strip the threads. You will then torque them to 25 Nm or 18.4 foot-pounds. With your 13 millimeter wrench and socket, tighten the 2 aft bolts. And they will also be torqued to 25 Nm or 18.4 foot-pounds. tighten the upper bracket nuts. And torque them to 70 Nm or 51 foot-pounds. This completes the transmission skid plate installation. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, like, and share. Also click the bell for notification updates. For the rear diff skid installation, grab the rear bracket, 2 remote bolts, 2 plain hex nuts, 2 split washers, and 2 plain washers. Locate these holes directly in front of the rear diff on both sides. You're going to start on the driver's side, forward facing aft. Take your remote nut and route it through the inner hole to hook on the outer hole, while the bolt protrudes on the inner hole, like so. Take your rear bracket with the tabs facing rearward and insert the bracket over the stud. Now take your plain washer, place it over the stud, your split washer, and finally the plain hex nut. Keep it hand tight. You're going to do the same on the other side. When you've installed both sides, torque the nuts to 25 Nm or 18.4 foot-pounds. Take your aft bracket and it's going to be positioned right at the diff carrier. First, you're going to have to remove the 2 17mm nuts that hold it in place. Using a 17mm socket and ratchet along with a 17mm boxing wrench, remove the nuts on both sides. Now take the aft bracket with a tab facing rearward and install it over the threads of the bolts, and reinstall the nuts on both sides. Torque the rear diff nuts to 110 Nm or 81 foot-pounds. Final stretch. Here's your last pieces of hardware. Just like the front skid plate, you're going to position the plate below the brackets and install the pocket washer with the M8 bolts and M8 lock nuts with the washers. Do it on all 4 sides. Once you've gotten all 4 corners installed, torque all bolts to 25 Nm or 18.4 foot-pounds. This concludes the rear diff skid plate installation. Because of the mounting position and the thickness of the skid plates, you will lose about a ½ inch of clearance, but don't worry, with the little amount of height you lose, you'll gain in protection. The engine skid plate, however, is a different story, as you'll gain improved approach angles. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. See you in the next one.